Money is changing. Fast. No more coins. No more paper. Now, your money lives in your phone. It travels through the air as code. But here's the big question. Who controls that code? Is it the government? Is it big tech? Is it you? This isn't just about dollars or wallets. It's about power. It's about freedom. It's about the rules of the future. This is the digital dollar war. Who controls the future of money? Get ready. The story is real, and it's only just beginning. Chapter 1. Money is changing. Money is changing. Fast. Once we used coins. Heavy, cold metal in your hand. Then paper. Smooth, light, a folded promise from the bank. Now, money is where? Look in your wallet. Is there much cash? Maybe not. Now money is numbers on a screen. In your phone, in the cloud. No sound, no weight, just code. But wait. If money is only code, who writes that code? Who controls it? This is the new money war. It's silent. It's digital. But it's real. Let's go back. Just a little. A long time ago, people traded things. Apples for bread. Sheep for tools. No money, just goods. Then came coins, gold, silver. Kings and queens stamped their faces on them. That meant power. Later, banks gave us paper. Easier to carry. Still, the government controlled it. They said, "This is real money." Then came credit cards, swipes and clicks. And then, the internet, phones, apps, crypto. Now we send money in 1 second. From a phone, across the world. No bank needed, no coins, no paper. Sounds amazing, right? But it's not that simple. Here's the truth. Digital money is fast, but it's also dangerous. Imagine this. One morning, you wake up. You open your phone. Your money is gone, vanished, like smoke. What happened? A hacker? A system error? Maybe. The government froze your account. Or maybe a big company blocked you. This is not science fiction. It has already happened. In real life. Let me tell you a true story. In 2022, in a country far away, a protest started. People were angry. They marched in the streets. The government didn't like it. They said, "No more cash withdrawals." People ran to the bank. The bank was closed, but the government still had control. Why? Because the money was digital. Because the government had the switch. With one click, your money can be stopped. Now, imagine another kind of money. No bank, no government. Just code. This is cryptocurrency, like Bitcoin or Ethereum. It's like digital gold. You keep it yourself. No one can take it. Sounds perfect? But crypto is not simple either. It's hard to use. Prices go up and down, fast, and some people use it for crime. So what now? Governments are watching? Closely. They say, "We want control back." They are building their own digital money, like the digital yuan in China, or the idea of a digital dollar in the US. This is called CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency. It's like cash, but smarter. They say, it's safe. It's easy. You don't need banks. But some people are afraid. They ask, can the government watch everything I buy? Can they control me through my money? Let's pause. Right now, the world is choosing. Do we trust big tech, big banks, big government? Or do we trust the code? Can money be free? Or must someone always be in charge? So, who controls the future of money? We don't know yet, but the war has started. It's not a war with guns. It's a war of systems, of ideas, of power. Coins and paper are fading, and the new money is invisible. But the fight? It's very real, and it's only just beginning. Chapter 2. What is a digital dollar? What is a digital dollar? Is it like Bitcoin? Number? Is it like cash? Number. It is something new, something big, and maybe something dangerous. Let's start simple. A digital dollar is money you don't hold in your hand. You don't fold it. You don't drop it in a jar. You see it on your phone, on a screen. But it's not just numbers in your bank app. This dollar is different. It's not from Visa, not from PayPal. It's made by the U.S. government. Yes. The same people who make coins and paper bills. But this time, there is no paper, no plastic, only code. Imagine this. The government says we have a new kind of dollar. It's 100% digital. You don't need a bank account. You don't need cash. Just download the app and your money is there. Wow. Sounds easy, right? You can buy food, pay rent, send money to your family. Fast, cheap. Director. No waiting. No extra fees. But wait. Who is watching? Who controls the app? Who sees what you buy? Let's stop and think. A digital dollar is not the same as Bitcoin. Bitcoin is not controlled by any country. It runs on a network, many computers around the world. No one can shut it down easily. But the digital dollar? That's centralized. That means one power controls it. That power is the U.S. Federal Reserve. They decide the rules. They turn it on or off. They can give. They can take. This gives them a lot of power. Let me tell you a story. In 2023, a small country tested a digital currency. They gave every citizen $50, free in digital money. At first, people were happy. Wow, free money, they said. But soon, people had questions. Can the government see what I buy? Can they stop me from spending on things they don't like? Can they take it back? One man said, "It feels like they are in my wallet." Another said, "I don't trust it. I want cash." Cash is private. When you buy something with cash, no one knows. No one follows you. But digital dollars? They leave a trail, a history, a map of what you do. The government says it helps stop crime, helps fight money laundering, helps find bad actors. But others say it's too much control. What if the system is hacked? What if it breaks? Now, let's look at the good side. A digital dollar could help many people. People without banks, people who send money to other countries, people who live far from cities. They can use a phone. That's all. No paperwork, no big fees, no waiting days. In a crisis, like a pandemic or a flood, the government can send help fast. Click. Money arrives, no lines, no delays. Sounds great. But again, who is in control? There's a name for this kind of money. CBDC. It means central bank digital currency. Many countries are working on it. China already has one, the digital yuan. Europe is planning a digital euro. The US is testing its version now. They say, we must move fast. Money is changing. If we wait, we lose power. This is not just about tech. It's about who leads the world. Back to the US dollar. It's the most powerful money on earth. Oil is sold in dollars. Gold is priced in dollars. Countries hold dollars in their central banks. But if the world goes digital, will the digital dollar still be king? That's the big question. So, what is a digital dollar? It's not a coin, not a bill, not Bitcoin, not credit. It's code. Code with the US flag on it. Fast, strong, smart, and maybe too powerful. This is the future of money, and the fight is just beginning. Banks want a role. Big tech wants a role. Governments want control. People want freedom. So who will win? We don't know yet, but the clock is ticking. Chapter 3. The Power of Code. Money is fast now, too fast to see. Tap your phone, and it's gone. Sent, spent, moved in seconds. But where does it go? And who is watching? This is not old money. This is not coins, not paper, not even your bank card. This is digital money, money that lives in code, code that never sleeps, code that follows rules, code that can be changed, not by you, but by someone else. Let's tell a story. A woman named Sarah lives in a small town. She has a phone, she uses a digital wallet, she buys food, pays rent, sends money to her brother. One day, her app says, "Error. Payment blocked." She tries again. Blocked. She calls support. They say, "Your account is frozen. We are checking your activity." Sarah is shocked. "What activity?" she asks. She just bought books and sent money to her family. But the code saw something it didn't like. A pattern, a keyword, a mistake. Now Sarah can't pay her rent, can't buy food, because of code. You see, digital money is not just fast. It's watching. It records everything. Where you go, what you buy, who you send money to, when, why. How often? Everything. The good news? It helps stop crime. It finds stolen money. It tracks illegal trades. The bad news? It tracks you, too. In the old days, cash was quiet. No names, no history. You paid, you walked away. Today, every click leaves a mark. Every mark tells a story. And someone is always watching. Let's go deeper. Digital money is not just data. It's rules. Rules written in code. Code is like law. But it works in milliseconds. It doesn't ask, is this fair? It just asks, is this allowed? If yes, it moves the money. If no, it stops. No questions. No mercy. Now, imagine this. The government gives you a digital dollar. But it only works in your city. You leave town. You try to buy a coffee. Denied. Or you get $500 for food. But the code says, no fast food. No candy. So your payment fails at the burger shop. Or maybe you speak out. You protest. Your account is limited. You didn't break the law. But the code was told to watch you. Some people call this programmable money. Money with a brain. Money with rules. Money that can expire or stop working if used wrong. Sounds smart? Maybe. But also scary. Now think about power. Who writes the rules? Who builds the code? Who pushes the buttons? Governments? Banks? Tech companies? You? Number. Not you. You follow the rules, but you don't make them. That's why code is power, because code controls. Let me tell you one more story. In a big city, a man named Luis runs a small shop. He accepts digital payments. Life is good. One day, a new rule comes. No more cash, digital only. Now all his money is tracked. He must report every sale, even small ones. One day, the system flags him. Why? Too much activity at night. His shop closes. No warning, he loses everything. The code decided, this is the power of digital money. Fast, easy, smart, but also cold, silent, exact. The system sees patterns, not people. It reads numbers, not feelings. It follows orders, not justice. So what do? Do we stop it? We can't. The change is here. But we can ask questions. Who controls the code? Who sets the rules? Who watches the watchers? Because once code rules money, money is not just money anymore. It becomes control. The digital dollar war is not just about currency. It's about freedom, power, trust. The question is not, can we make digital money? The question is, can we control the power it brings? Chapter 4. China moves first. In the race to control the future of money, China moved first. While the world was watching Bitcoin, while banks were still talking, China was building. Quietly, quickly. And now, it is here. A new kind of money. The digital yuan. This is not a dream. It's real. People are using it. In shops, on buses, in schools. Scan a code. Tap your phone. Done. No coins, no paper, no bank card. Just the app and the state. Because this money comes from the government. Director, controlled, tracked. Let's rewind. The year is 2020. The world is in crisis. COVID-19 spreads. Lockdowns begin. While many countries slow down, China speeds up. The Chinese central bank says, it's time. They test the digital yuan in big cities, Beijing, Shenzhen, Shanghai. They give free money to people. Try it, they say, and people do. They buy noodles, clothes, books. They send money to friends. They pay bills in seconds. The tests work, and soon it grows. Let me tell you a story. A student named May lives in Guangzhou. She downloads the app. She gets 200 yuan. Free. She smiles. So easy, she says. She buys lunch. She rides the subway. She pays her tutor online. No cash, no wallet, just a tap. She feels fast, modern, free. But is she really free? Here's the truth. The digital yuan is not like Bitcoin. It's not open. It's not private. It is centralized. That means the government sees everything. Where you spend, when, how often, with who. They can block it, freeze it, delete it, all with code. The Chinese government says this helps stop crime. It's safer than cash. It helps poor people join the system. But some people ask, what about freedom? Can I say what I want if they can block my money? What if they use this power to control me? In China, these questions are risky. But outside China, the world is watching and worrying because China is not stopping. It wants to go global. It wants its money, the digital yuan, to work in other countries too, in Africa, in Asia, in Latin America. It says we can help. Use our system. It's fast. It's free. Some countries listen. Some start to test it. And in the background, China's big dream grows. That dream? To beat the dollar. For many years, the US dollar was king. Most trade was in dollars. Most savings were in dollars. Even gold and oil, priced in dollars. But China says, why not us? Why not the yuan? And the digital yuan could be the key. Here's how it works. A Chinese company sells phones to Brazil. The buyer pays with digital yuan. No dollars, no banks, no delay. Fast, simple, cheap. And every time this happens, the dollar loses power. That's the plan. Now the US is nervous. They say, we need our own digital dollar. If we wait, we fall behind. We must move fast. But China is already ahead. They are building roads, ports, and apps all across the world. And with each project, they offer something more, the digital yuan. It comes in quietly. But once it enters, it stays. Let's be clear. This is not just about money, it's about power. Global power. Who controls payments? Who controls trade? Who watches the flow of money? That's who controls the world, and China knows it. So yes, China moved first. It built fast. It tested early. It launched wide. And now, the race is on. The question is not just, will the U.S. make a digital dollar? The question is, will it be too late? Because the war for the future of money has already started, and China is not slowing down. Chapter 5. America Reacts. For a long time, the U.S. waited, watched, talked, but did nothing. Then one day, China moved first, and everything changed. Now, the U.S. is awake, and it is moving fast. The U.S. dollar is still strong. It's the world's #1 currency. People use it in every country. Banks hold it. Businesses trust it. But times are changing. Money is changing. It's going digital. And the U.S. knows it can't stay behind. Let's go back to the year 2021. China tests its digital yuan. Europe talks about a digital euro. Other countries start building. But in the U.S., still nothing. Some experts warned, if we wait, we lose the future. But others said, be careful. Digital money is risky. And so, nothing happened. Until one cold morning in Washington, D.C. A report hit the news. China launches digital yuan in 10 cities. Over 260 million people can now use it. Suddenly, the U.S. government paid attention. Officials looked at each other and said, we need our own digital dollar. Now. This new digital dollar won't be like Bitcoin. It won't be like PayPal either. It will come from the Federal Reserve. America's central bank, the same place that prints dollars, will now build code. The goal is simple. Keep the U.S. dollar strong in a digital world. But it won't be easy. Some people are excited. Digital dollars are fast and fair, they say. No more bank delays, no more fees. Others are afraid. Will the government watch us? Can they freeze our money? And businesses ask, what happens to banks? If people don't need banks, what happens to us? Still, the project moves forward. The name is CBDC, Central Bank Digital Currency, just like in China. But America wants to do it differently. More private, more open, more free. That's the plan. Let me tell you a story. A woman named Carla lives in New York. She's a teacher. She works hard. She uses a bank. But sometimes her pay is late. Transfers are slow. Fees are high. Then she hears about the digital dollar pilot. She signs up. She gets her pay directly from the government. Fast, clear, no fees. She buys groceries with her phone. She pays rent in one tap. She smiles and says, "This feels fair." Carla is happy, but not everyone is. Banks are nervous. If people use digital dollars directly, do they still need banks? What about credit cards, payment apps, private companies? This could change everything. And that makes people worried. Lawmakers are debating. Some say, we must protect privacy. Others say, we must stop crime. Some say, the government must not control every payment. Others say, this helps people who don't have banks. It's a fight, a hard one, because this is not just about money. It's about freedom, and the clock is ticking. Every day, China's digital yuan grows. Every day, more countries join. Every day, the dollar loses a little ground. So, the U.S. must move. But it must move carefully. In 2023, the U.S. launched test programs, small cities, government workers, just to learn, just to try. And the results? Some people loved it. Fast money, no banks, no middlemen. Others raised red flags. Too much control, they said. What if the system fails? What if hackers attack? Big questions, no easy answers. But one thing is clear. The U.S. is no longer sleeping. It's building, testing, planning, and the world is watching. This is the beginning of a new war. Not with soldiers, not with bombs, but with code. A digital dollar versus a digital yuan. Privacy versus power. Speed versus safety. Who will lead? Who will trust? Who will win? The race has started. And now, America is running. Chapter 6. Europe joins the race. The race is on. China is moving. America is reacting. And now, Europe joins the race. In October 2023, the European Central Bank spoke clearly. We won't be left behind. And with that, the digital euro was born. Not coins, not paper, not bank cards or PayPal. This is money from the European Union. For all of Europe. And it's coming soon. So, what is the digital euro? It's a new kind of money. Made by the central bank. It lives on your phone, in an application, in the cloud. No need for cash, no need for cards. Just scan, tap, send, fast, easy, powerful, but also a little scary. Let me tell you a story. A man named Luca lives in Rome. He runs a small bakery. Each morning, he sells warm bread, sweet pastries, fresh coffee. He uses cash. He likes it. Simple, quiet, private. But then the bank tells him, the digital euro is here. You can use it, Customers can pay with their phones. Luca tries it. It works. Fast, smooth, no coins, no mistakes. But later, he sees all his sales listed in the app, all his income tracked. He whispers, "Who else can see this?" That is the question many Europeans are asking. Do we trust it? The European Central Bank says, yes, it is safe. Yes, it protects your privacy. Yes, we will not watch what you buy. But people remember. In the past, banks failed. Data was stolen. Systems were hacked. And trust was lost. Now they ask, can a digital euro be free if someone else controls it? Still, the system moves forward. Tests are running in France, in Germany, in Spain. People try it in supermarkets, on buses, online. Some love it. It's the future, they say. Fast money, smart money. Others worry. Is this the end of cash? What if the system goes down? What if they tell me how to spend? You see, the digital euro can have rules. It can be programmed, used only for certain things, or stopped after a date. That sounds useful. In a crisis, in an emergency. But it also sounds like control. And Europe remembers the past. Wars, dictators, surveillance. That's why freedom matters here. Let's look at the bigger picture. The world is changing. Fast. China is spreading the digital yuan. America is building the digital dollar. And now, Europe must choose, join the race or fall behind. The European Central Bank wants to stay strong. The euro is the second biggest currency in the world. It's used by 20 countries, by 350 million people. But if Europe doesn't go digital, it may lose power, lose trade, lose trust. So, it joins the game. But it's playing its own way. Not like China. Not like the US. Europe says, we will protect privacy. We will not track users. We will not replace cash. At least, not yet. So what will the digital euro look like? It will be simple, public, available to all, even people without bank accounts. It will work online and offline. It will be free to use. And most important, it will not be for profit. That's the plan. But the plan is still growing, still changing. And the people? They are watching, waiting. Some are hopeful. Some are nervous. All are asking, do we trust it? Because this is not just about money. It's about power and choice. If your money is digital and someone else controls the code, then maybe they control you. Europe knows this. That's why the digital euro must be different. It must be safe, private, fair. And if it is, it could be the future. A future with freedom and speed and strength. But the question remains, Do we trust it? Chapter 7. Control versus freedom. Some people love digital money. They say it's easy, it's fast, it's the future. But others feel afraid. They ask, is it still my money? If someone else can see everything I do? Let's take a walk. Down a busy street, shops, cafes, people everywhere. You see a girl buy a coffee. She taps her phone. That's it. Paid. You see an old man pay for medicine. No cash. Just a digital wallet. It looks simple. It looks safe. But behind that payment, something more is happening. Someone is watching. A record is made. A log. A timestamp. A location. This is the truth of digital money. Every transaction can be tracked. Who you pay, what you buy, when, where, why. It's not like cash. Cash doesn't ask questions. But digital money? It remembers everything. Let me tell you a story. A young woman named Amira lives in a big city. She works hard, sends money to her mother every month. One day, she goes to a protest. Peaceful, legal, just people holding signs. She uses her phone to buy water for her friends. Then she goes home. The next week, her digital wallet is frozen. No warning, no reason. She calls support. They say, "Security review. Please wait." She waits. Days. No food, no rent money. No help. Why? Because the system saw something. Now think about this. If someone can turn off your money, is it really yours? Governments say digital money is good. It helps stop crime. It stops tax cheats. It stops money going to bad people. They're not wrong. Digital money is powerful. It can stop illegal deals. It can move fast during a crisis. It can help people in need. But here's the danger. Power can be used in the wrong way. In some countries, that already happens. People who speak out. People who say no. People who protest. Their money is blocked. Their accounts disappear. They are locked out of life. No cash. No card. No way to buy a train ticket. Or food. Or medicine. Not because they broke a law, but because the system didn't like them. Now, let's pause. Let's breathe. Most governments say, we will not do that. We will protect your rights. We will not spy on you. But can we be sure? Can we trust the people who build the system to never use it for control? Here's another story. A man named Thomas lives in a small town. He doesn't trust banks. He uses cash. Always has. But one day, cash is gone. No one takes it anymore. His pension arrives as digital money. He doesn't know how to use the app. He asks his son for help. Later, he buys something online. The system says, limit reached. Why? Because of a spending rule for older users. Thomas feels angry. I worked all my life, he says. Why can't I use my own money? This is the risk. Digital money can come with conditions. You can spend this here, but not there. You must spend it by next month. You can't use it for travel. It's money with rules, money that controls. So, what do we do? Do we stop digital money? Number. That's not possible. The world is changing. Technology moves forward. We can't stop it. But we can ask the right questions. Who writes the rules? Who watches the watchers? What rights do we have? Can we still choose freedom in a world of code? Many experts say we need balance. Some control is good, to protect people. Some freedom is necessary, to protect rights. A fair system. A system with limits on power. A system with privacy built inside. That is the challenge. In the digital dollar war, this is the biggest question of all. Control or freedom? Some want safety. Some want privacy. Some want both. But it's hard to have both. So, we must decide. Before the systems grow too big, before the rules are locked in, before the code is written forever, because once the control is in place, it may be too late to take it back. In the end, it's not just about money, it's about who decides, and who gets to say no. Chapter 8. Tech giants enter the game. Governments are not the only ones in this war. Now, the tech giants are entering. Apple, Google, Meta, big names, big power. And now, they want your money too. For years, they gave us apps. They gave us maps, videos, emails, social media. But now, they want to give us banks, or maybe replace them. It started small, a wallet on your phone. Tap to pay, easy, simple, no card needed. Then came money apps. Send a friend $5, split a dinner bill, buy something with one click, no cash, no waiting. It felt normal, almost fun. But behind that fun was something bigger, data. Every time you pay, they learn something. What you buy, when you buy, where you buy, how much you spend. They use this data to show you ads, to shape your world, to predict your next move. Now they want more. Apple wants to offer savings accounts. Google is testing smart payments in every country. Meta, the company behind Facebook, even tried to make its own digital coin. It was called Libra. Then Diem. It never launched. Why? Because governments got scared. Here's the truth. If one tech company controls the world's money, it could become more powerful than a country, more powerful than a bank, more powerful than a law. And that's a big risk. Let me tell you a story. A woman named Rosa uses her phone for everything. She chats, she shops, she shares pictures, all on one app. Now that app lets her store money too. She loves it. It's so easy, so fast. But one day, She posts a message, a joke, a political comment. The next morning, she gets a message. Account suspended. Access denied. No money, no wallet, no warning. She cries, "But I did nothing wrong." But the app controls both her voice and her money. This is the danger. When big tech is your bank, one company can control your speech, your shopping, your savings, all at once. That's real power. Tech companies say, "We just want to help. We're making payments easy. We're bringing banking to everyone." And yes, that part is true. Many people in poor areas don't have bank accounts, but they do have phones. With tech wallets, they can send and receive money, start small businesses, build their lives. That's real change. That's real hope. But there's a question we must ask. Can we trust big tech more than governments? Governments are not perfect. They can make bad laws. They can freeze accounts. But they have rules. They answer to voters. They must explain their actions. Tech companies? They answer to no one but profit. Their rules are private. Their systems are closed. If they ban you, who can you call? Who can you vote for? No one. So now, people are choosing. Some say, "I don't trust the government. I'll use big tech." Others say, "I don't trust big tech. I'll stick with banks." And a few ask, "Why do I have to choose at all?" Meanwhile, the fight grows. Apple adds new banking tools. Google Pay expands to more countries. Meta plans new tokens for the metaverse. Each step is quiet. Each feature feels small. But step by step, they are becoming money giants. So what happens next? Maybe one day you'll wake up, and your money, your ID, your work, all lives inside one app. Maybe it works. Maybe it's great. Or maybe it breaks or shuts you out. And then what? This is the risk. Big tech is fast, smart, powerful. But is it safe? Is it fair? Is it ours? We must ask, who do we trust with our money? Who do we trust with our data? Who do we trust with our lives? Because in the digital dollar war, the fight is no longer just between countries. Now it's countries versus companies, and the world is watching. Chapter 9. Cash in Crisis. In some countries, cash is king. In others, cash is dying. No coins, no bills, just clicks, just screens, just code. This is the new reality, and it's coming fast. Let's start with a question. When was the last time you used cash? Not a card, not a phone, real paper money. Some people say, today. Others say, last week. But in some places, they say, I don't remember. In Sweden, many shops no longer take cash. Signs on the door say, card only. No cash, please. Buses? Digital only. Cafes? Digital only. Even churches? Yes, digital donations. In China, it's the same. People scan QR codes for everything. Lunch, shoes, taxis, even a banana from a street seller. Cash is almost gone. Now this is happening in more and more countries: Europe, Asia, North America. And the question is, what happens when money is only a screen? Let's meet a man named Jorge. He lives in Mexico City. He sells snacks on the street. Chips, candy, cold drinks. He uses cash. No bank, no smartphone. Just coins and bills. But now, fewer people carry cash. They walk by, holding phones. They ask, "Can I pay with my app?" Jorge says no. They walk away. Each day, he earns less. He says, "If cash disappears, I disappear too." This is the crisis. Cash is freedom. It's simple, private, open to all. No app, no battery, no internet needed. But now, it's under attack. Governments say, "We want digital money. It's cleaner, safer. No germs, no robberies, no black markets." Banks say, "Digital is cheaper, faster, easier to track." And yes, digital is powerful. But without cash, some people are left behind. Who are they? The elderly, the poor, the rural, the unbanked, the private. People who can't use technology. People who don't trust systems. People who live outside the grid. They need cash. But cash is fading. Let's tell another story. A woman named Fatima lives in a small village. No bank, no phone signal. She keeps her money in a box. One day, a storm comes. She needs food and medicine. She walks to the shop. They say, "Sorry, we only take digital now." Fatima holds out her cash. They shake their heads. She cries, "But this is all I have." Without cash, people like Fatima lose power. Because money on a screen needs electricity, needs the internet, needs permission, and sometimes it just doesn't work. Imagine this. The power goes out. The phone network fails. The app crashes. Now what? Can you buy food? Can you get a taxi? Can you pay your rent? With no cash, you are stuck. Some experts say we must keep cash alive, even in a digital world. They want a cash guarantee, a law that says cash must always be accepted. Others say cash is old. Let it go. They want full digital, full control. Everything tracked, everything managed. But what do people want? Surveys show something strange. Even people who love digital still want the choice to use cash. They say, "I don't use it often, but I want to know it's there." It's like a safety net or a key in your pocket. You may not use it every day, but when you need it, it matters. Because here's the truth. When money is only a screen, someone else controls the system. If they block you, you're out. If they change the rules, you must obey. But with cash, you are free. So now the world must choose. Do we keep cash or let it die? Do we want speed or privacy? Do we want control or freedom? This is not just a question for banks. It's a question for you. Because one day, you might reach into your wallet and find nothing but code. Chapter 10. Who will own the future? This is not just a story about money, number. It's something bigger. It's about power. It's about freedom. It's about the rules of tomorrow. The digital war is here. And it's only just beginning. Let's go back to the beginning. Money started as coins, then paper, then cards. Now, just numbers, just code. It lives in apps, in clouds, in digital wallets. And soon, the money in your pocket might disappear completely. We've heard the stories. China builds the digital yuan. The US tests the digital dollar. Europe prepares the digital euro. Big tech enters the game. Cash begins to vanish. Each chapter shows a piece of the puzzle. But now, we must ask, who will own the whole picture? Let's imagine two futures. In future one, money is free. You control your wallet. You can pay who you want, when you want. The system is fair, open, private. Governments protect your rights. Technology works for you. That sounds good, right? Now, future two. Money is digital, but someone else controls it. They see every transaction. They decide what's safe. They set spending limits. They can freeze your money anytime. You live in fear, because every click is a risk. That sounds dangerous. So, the big question is, which future are we building? Let's hear from Sophia, a nurse in Spain. She uses digital euros. It's fast. It works. But she says, I still carry cash, just in case. Why? She doesn't trust the system 100%. Not yet. She wants freedom and a backup plan. Now, meet Malik, a student in Kenya. He uses a tech wallet on his phone. No bank, no credit card, just an app. He says, before, I had nothing. Now I can send money, buy books, help my family. For him, digital money is power. And then there's Lynn, in China. She uses the digital yuan. But she doesn't speak freely online. She worries about her messages, her spending, her opinions. Because in her world, the system watches. And that is control. These are real people, real lives, real stories. And together, they show the truth. Money is never just money. It's a tool, a weapon, a mirror of society. It shows who has power and who doesn't. In the digital war, 3 forces are fighting. Governments, they want order and control. Tech companies, they want profit and power. People, they want freedom and trust. Only one can win. Or maybe none should win alone. Maybe the future must be built together. But time is running out. Every year, more systems are built. More rules are written. More control is locked in. What we do now will shape how we live tomorrow. So, what can you do? You can learn. You can ask questions. You can demand answers. What will happen to cash? Who can access your money? Can someone block your payments? Is your data safe? Can you choose how to pay? These are not small questions. These are the rules of the future. Remember, it's not about coins. It's not about bills. It's about who decides. If your money is just code, who writes the code? If your wallet is just an app, who controls the app? If your life depends on digital money, who really owns your life? The digital dollar war is not finished. It's just beginning. And the real battle? It's not between dollars and yuan, not between banks and apps. It's a battle for your freedom, your privacy, your future. So now we ask one final question. Who will own the future? You or someone else?